Most have a wrong perception about what to walk the narrow way means. The narrow way is not about accepting and following a certain religious group or adopting a certain Christian doctrine. The narrow way is not about joining, supporting, or attending your local church. To walk the narrow way is not about adopting as many laws as possible as the Pharisees, about which Jesus said, "They bind heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on men's shoulders." But did that make the Israelites godly people? No, they chose Barabbas over Jesus. Satan easily fooled them. They did not recognize their king, their God, because they did not know him. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." The narrow way is not about what you eat or what you don't eat. Even Muslims and vegetarians and other people abstain from different types of food and fast for long periods of time. But that does not make them godly people. Jesus said the law and the prophets were until John, and since then the kingdom of God is preached. And Apostle Paul said the kingdom of God is not eating and drinking, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Spirit. In the kingdom of God there is no 7th day of the week, rather perpetual rest for your soul. The kingdom of God is not about eating and drinking, neither there are unclean things there. The kingdom of God is not run by the law given on Mount Sinai, neither is the Holy Spirit. The kingdom of God is run by the Spirit of God, and those who follow the guidance of the Spirit of God are not under Moses' law. They are under the guidance of the Holy Spirit, teaching them the godly nature. This is the only way to know the Father, which is the only way to inherit the kingdom of God. The narrow way is not a man-made doctrine. The narrow way is not a certain denomination. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except through me." We must deny ourselves, pick up our cross, and follow Jesus. Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice. I know them, and they follow me." Are you Jesus' sheep? Do you hear his voice? The narrow way is hearing and following the voice of the Master, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ will teach and guide his sheep every step of the way, the only way that leads to the Father. Those who follow the guidance of the Spirit of God are children of God. May Jesus bless you.